All right, Celtics postgame live. Tom Giles, Eddie House, Brian Scalabrine. Celtics falling 123-116 in a game where they led by 9 at the half and then saw Miami just go on a run in the third quarter, outscoring the Celtics 46-25 in that quarter alone. But how do you describe what happened in the second half, Scal?
I mean, that was just embarrassing. I mean, that was the effort was so embarrassing for a playoff game for it to be that bad in the third quarter. They're the Miami Heat. They're not anybody else. They're the Miami Heat. We've been there. We've done this before. We come out, they hit a few buckets, and we were sleepwalking in that third quarter. So, I mean, I'm sure the Celtics are going to bounce back and all that stuff are going to be in this type of series, but I just don't understand why we got to continue to ride the roller coaster here.
I'm with you with that. I don't understand when you feel that you build a 9-point lead going into halftime, right, and you're feeling good about everything you got going on. You've been taking care of the basketball, and then all of a sudden in the second half, third quarter, you turn the ball over 4 times. And then you compound that with turning it over 6 more times in the fourth quarter. So you got all those turnovers to a team that you should not ever turn the ball over to. I felt like the Miami Heat came in and they stole this game. I think they basically stole this game.
They kind of just snatched it, you know?
How'd they do it?
They didn't sneak in.
So,
they didn't trip in. They just, give me that game.
Oh, that's how they did.
Yeah, give me that. Give me that game. And you walk home right here. I ain't giving you a ride. No ride home for you. You walk home and think about what happened.
I mean, this third quarter was historic. It's the second most points the Celtics have ever given up in a quarter in a playoff game. It's also the most points Miami's ever scored in a quarter in a playoff game. But 46-25, and there was, I guess, a run in the middle of it, but it just felt like, death by 1,000 paper cuts. And Miami shot lights out in that quarter. Celtics, meanwhile, on the other end, everything that felt like it was easy offensively in the first half wasn't easy in the third quarter.
Yeah, the one thing I'll say about this is that you expect Miami to make runs. You expect them to fight back. We talked about it at halftime. What are they going to do? Well, what they did was come out and play with way more effort, play with more concentration on both sides of the floor, and we allowed them to get inside of us as far as they got up into us defensively. They made things hard. They got easy shots. We weren't – it just seemed like we were just jointed on the defensive end. For the most part in the first half, it seemed like we were on the string. We were bouncing around. We were getting deflections, and then it led to us scoring baskets. And once we didn't get any baskets, and it seemed like you said, they snatched it. Once it seemed like they started punching us, we just didn't have a response. And that's the only thing. It's going to be a fight, you know what I mean? But you can't come out the fight with a bloody lip, bloody nose, and a black eye, and the other guy walking around with nothing on his face.
I mean, I don't understand. Like, please explain to me. I don't understand how something like this could happen. Like, I get, like, a dog fight. Forsberg was over here talking, man, this is going to be unbelievable. We're going to beat them in 4. And I'm like, slow down. I get that. I don't get the third quarter. Like, what would make you think that you can let go of the rope against the Miami Heat?
You know, the funny thing is this, the roller coaster have been riding all year long is like what Celtics team is going to show up. And it's game to game, and it's half to half. It's quarter to quarter. And they got cracked in this third quarter. And against a team like this, you cannot spot them 20 points. You can't. You can't lose a quarter, give up 45 points. I mean, that is – I don't care about anything else. I don't care about miss or make shots. I don't care about that. But I do care about giving up 45 points in a quarter. That is lackluster effort. And you know what? The fans had every single right. And I don't really preach this a lot or say this a lot, but they had every single right to boo. Because this is the Eastern Conference Finals, and there is no way that you come out of a third quarter with a 9-point lead and have lackluster effort and allow a team to get back, and then not only allow them to get back, actually smash you and put you away for the rest of the game to where you're on your heels from then on out. This Miami Heat team is a team and an organization that embodies Pat Riley's mindset. So you got to understand that. They're never going to quit, no matter what. They're going to scratch and claw.
The other thing, too, is that it felt like once you got to the fourth and the Celtics go on a little bit of a run there to start the fourth, got the game within 5 a couple times.
Turnover.
You had turnovers, but Miami just making plays. You know what I mean? It feels like this isn't the type of series. They're not the opponent you want to fall behind by 10 against because it's hard to make that up.
Let me ask Eddie. If Jimmy Butler is the best player in the series, do we win the series?
No.
So Tatum and Brown got to be better than Butler.
Yes.
Okay. Well, we're not winning this game. But Butler was off the charts.
So on that, we were watching a play where Jimmy Butler came off to the left side to the baseline, and it was a pick and roll, and it's the effort. Jason Tatum has to get back in front of him to allow Al Horford to get back. We're not seeing this right now, so I don't want to speak to it because we're not seeing. We're just watching Jimmy Butler get buckets.
Yeah. Going wherever he wants, dribbling wherever he wants, playing patient. I don't know. It feels like when we drive, Tatum and Brown drive, there's 2 guys meeting them at the rim. When Jimmy Butler drives, we in single coverage. So
6 steals for Jimmy Butler, too, which, again, the Celtics are kind of responsible as far as that goes because some of those were just bad passes or just being careless with the ball. But when it came down to stretch time, you saw Jimmy Butler make the plays that he had to make for this Miami team, not just scoring the ball, but setting up his teammates. And that's why Miami comes out of here with a 1-0 series lead.
Can you believe I used to beat him one-on-one? That's crazy.
I damn sure don't believe that. Yeah, I gotta ask him. We gotta we gotta let the record reflect. I mean, I gotta get some confirmation on that one.
No, I wouldn't lie. I don't lie about this stuff. I'm just saying, like, that guy right there just dominated our Celtic team.
And used to give him
work. I know. That's why I think we should beat them.
He said, give him work. I don't believe it.
He was putting in the work tonight, though.
Ask him.
I'm asking.
Ask Jimmy Butler. I used to do work on that. Man, he was my rookie. Get off me. Too
small.
That's not the Jimmy Butler we saw tonight.
No,
123 to 116.
I treat him like I would treat Tom Giles.
Gets the win, and they take the 1-0 series lead.